Hello. And Mark again.
I never usually say that. I usually say Mish. But anyways.
But that's alright. Your secret has been revealed.
People know because they always hear us talking about it on our chat. So, or on our blogs. Anyways, so we are in Augusta,
Maine. Not Augusta, Georgia. That's a little bit far south. It's Augusta, Maine.
And we're so happy to get off the bike for a little bit and have a meal.
Yes.
It's been a long ride because we came down from Mount Washington, the climb, and then we head down. It was about close to 2 hours, right?
Closer to 3.
Actually,
we mean like what was closer to 2 hours? The ride here?
Yeah, it was close.
Oh no, it was longer than that because we left at I think we left at 3 o'clock.
It was supposed to be 2 hours and 30 something minutes.
It was almost 4. No, it was almost 4 hours to Bangor because that's what it was. But we're half an hour from Bangor, so it's about 3.5 hours, something like that.
No, we weren't ready for 3.5 hours. It was 2 hours and change.
All right, well, that's just not.
Because we had 1 hour more.
Alrighty.
Yeah. So anyway, but I'm glad that I got a chance to have my hot chocolate.
Yes. Yeah, Michelle wasn't feeling all that way. When we ate at that when we ate in Lincolnia last night, she decided to venture out and have chili, but it was a chili kind of a chili. What was it called? Chili soup? I don't know, but it was your standard chili with refried beans and some
and there was some
sour cream.
sour cream
Yeah,
stuff with some onions or scallions.
Scallions. But anyways, the
That
ingredients
didn't do so well. No. Yeah, it didn't sit well, and I don't usually barf. I haven't done that in years because my stomach doesn't usually go, sideways on me. I usually can eat anything, anytime, but I don't know what happened. I think I took long to eat yesterday, and I think
by the way, we're assuming that
happens.
The chili wasn't all that great. I know, when you're eating the American chili is a lot different than Canadian when they do it. They do a lot of spices and stuff. But anyways,
it was spicy. It was nice, but it was not the right time. My stomach was not ready for that, and I didn't know. And I had a not so good night. But the good thing is I had a lot of heat. I had a light blanket here, so. Does that sound right?
Yeah, hey, they can think whatever they like. It's all good. That's the whole.
And then I felt better when I was sleeping, and so I slept through the night, woke up feeling better, and still had a little bit of residue of whatever it was. So I had my regular water, then my green tea, and then some fruits, and I didn't have anything else after that except a couple cookies and ginger ale. Yeah. This is my first full meal after, but my stomach is nicely settled, and we had a great time on our trip up to Mount Washington. Mm-hmm. And I can say, well, you would have seen it on the helmet that we had accomplished our goal today, so it was great, and I'm so glad for the opportunity to enjoy this adventure. And the next thing is that most important thing that I mentioned, which was off camera, was that I don't think I would trust just anybody riding up the slippery slope and getting close to the edge. I don't think I would trust just anyone. Mark is very cautious. He's more cautious than me, and anybody who have driven with me know that I'm a risk taker. I drive crazy sometimes. I'm being honest. And some people, one of my twin, he does not sit in the front seat when he's driving with me because he doesn't like the way I drive. So I kind of have my thing going on there. My dad taught me to drive. Anyways, but he's very cautious. And I felt very safe. And even though I was making a lot of noises and carrying on with all this excitement when we were riding up, and I said, do not look to the right, do not look to the left, because I was afraid that we would end up going in the direction that we're looking. You know, like when you're riding or driving, and any direction that you look, sometimes the vehicle sway. So I didn't want to sway over the cliff. So
We're
that
not gonna
was,
have any of that.
yeah. So anyway, but we did it, and now we're here at Appleby in Augusta.
Applebee's. It's called Applebee's. For all those who don't know, that's just it's basically like a version of Cracker Barrel or something like that. If you've been to the States, you know Applebee's. It's nothing overly fancy. It's kind of a family kind of restaurant with a bar. Actually, has a bar in the center of it, but it's just a knockoff of the Cracker Barrel. Kind of like a home style cooking stuff there. So.
And it's very, as you said, very family oriented, very fresh. We can show you around.
Well, I think if they want to show them around, there's nothing much really to see, but it's.
I'll get that started right away. Thank you.
There you go. So that's
Yeah,
the height
so
of it.
it's nice, and we're just happy to rest our feet and our butts. By the way, I learned a trick. So someone had asked me, how am I gonna manage riding all this journey? You know, because we try to do like maybe 3 or so hours at a time, because the bike can do how many, 500 miles?
Oh gosh, no.
How many
Like
miles?
an average around with a full tank. 225 miles maximum. Miles, not kilometers.
So it's about 500 kilometers?
No.
What would be?
No. About 350 kilometers. Somewhere in that vicinity.
So which means we usually have to stop for gas like after that many kilometers. And if it depends on where we're riding, because different areas that you ride or drive, it will determine the length of time that you're sitting on there. So it depends on how fast, if you stop and go, these kind of dynamics, different dynamics will determine the length of time that you're sitting. So yesterday was very difficult. We were trekking along, trying to get to our destination, but it took a while for us to get there, because we had a goal in mind that we weren't going to go there at a certain time. But we didn't quite make it without stopping, because our butt was so sore. And then he's showing off on me that he can do like bending, touching your toes, but instead of just touching your toes, he literally does a fist on the ground. So if you can do that, let me know. I only was able to just put my fingers down, so I can touch my toes, but even more so I can touch the ground with almost a palm, but not like a fist. So he was a little bit more further or more flexible than myself.
Well, that just comes from stretching in the gym and all that.
Yeah.
So
It takes me a while. If I practice maybe a few times, then somehow I elongate my upper torso. And yes, it's a science.
no, you don't elongate your torso, silly. In order for you to execute the movement, for you to bend over and touch your toes, what you're doing is your stretch comes from your glutes and your hams, and that's where it comes from, your calves. That's what. So and of course your lower back. So you don't elongate it.
But listen, I have
Are you
a
telling
short.
me you go from 5'3" to 5'4"?
No, I mean because I have a short torso. You have a
Oh,
longer torso.
is that what it is? You just
So I elongate it.
she just pops her hips out. And they pop, and they just.
There is a way
Is there
to
an
do
extra
it.
2
You'll
inches?
understand. I'll have to demonstrate one day. But
No,
I
you can't.
elongate
Honey,
myself.
honey, we don't. This is a family-oriented place. We don't show people how we
Elongate stuff.
how we bend over.
Anyways, so then we were able to get on our journey after stretching and doing whatever. But one thing I must say that I learned, and which is why I brought that up today, I figured a way out while I'm on the bike is to switch my cheeks. So when one
Yeah, I'm interested in hearing this one.
So when I'm riding and I feel like the right side is getting tired, I kind of ease up on my right cheek and then give more pressure on my left, and then I switch. So I don't have.
Oh god, just about 12 jokes there, but I'm just going to refrain and bite my tongue and let Miss Michelle keep talking about her cheek action. Oh gosh,
He wasn't ready for this, and he had no idea.
I had no idea I was going to hear about this, but go ahead.
So
it's all
yeah,
good.
so I figured out that you can do that. So it's a technique. So you kind of like go on your tippy toe on one leg, and what it does.
Honey, I'm pretty confident that 99.99% of everybody watching this video will not be engaging in this because they don't ride motorcycles. So
Well, just in case you're in a position where you ended up on a motorcycle for whatever reason, you kind of raise one leg up a little bit, put your toe up, so you're basically doing a tippy toe, but you're sitting in the sitting position. And what that does, it releases the pressure off one leg. So then the butt, also the glutes and everything is getting a little bit of an ease. And then when the other side gets tired, you alternate. So you never know. I mean, I don't know if this will help someone, but he knows I am a solution person, so I can't say, honey, let's get off, because I want to get to my destination. Plus I was hungry, so I had to find a way to work it out somehow, and that's what I did. And meanwhile, he's probably wondering why am I fidgeting there, but that's what I was doing. I was trying to switch my cheeks.
I have no idea. I just make sure that we stay straight. That's all I do.
Yeah, and as I said, I wouldn't do this with anybody, just anybody. My dad was even saying, so where are you guys going? With what? I said, on a motorcycle. And he's like, are you sure you want to do that? I'm like, yeah, I've always wanted to be on a motorcycle. So this is a perfect situation for me to have, a good rider. He's so safe and such a protector, so I feel like I'm in good hands, apart from the fact that yes, God is our protector, so I feel comfortable. And especially today, I said yeah, it was definitely worth it getting up Mount Washington. Yeah, Mount Washington. So
yes,
I'm not good with names of stuff, so.
The time is elapsing. So we're almost at 13 minutes, so we don't want to make this a 90-minute video, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So
So
we are going
again?
to call it quits for the evening.
Yes.
We're going to our hotel. We're going to enjoy
After
our
this,
evening.
yes.
Well, by the way, on a side note, we're both getting ribeye steaks with mashed potatoes.
Yes, because I didn't have anything.
And it looks amazing.
With broccoli.
You're getting broccoli. I'm getting green beans with garlic butter. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I want broccoli.
There you go.
Especially
but anyways,
as females, we need a lot of iron. So
well, that's not what the broccoli. It's not a high concentration of iron. But
there
don't
is
get me
iron
started.
in there.
Yeah, but it's not a primary source of it.
No, but also the
Your beef, your steak is going to be the iron.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's a
Oh,
good
is it?
balance.
Oh, there's no balance.
I
Honey,
mean, in other words, I have
you're eating-
good source. Sorry, it's a good source.
All right, and we will sign off. So
And as usual, we say,
let's keep it real.
ciao.
Bye. Oh, we didn't just goodbye. There we go. Night.